We are mastering because we're in the month of mastery. This is having awareness and taking action for self so well we become an inspiration for other people. 11 is 2, which brings us that balance, harmony, truth, and righteousness. Fairness, interpersonal relationships, bonds, contracts. 2 also deals with Taurus energy and what we value, what we prioritize, what increases our value, gives us that high self esteem. Thank you for the roses. And so 11 helps us, master all of that energy and self. We start with the Ketters, we start with the knowledge and the thought. So today we are mastering that 2-8, 2 being, again, that Taurus energy, also that Maya energy. Thank you for the spotlight of balance, justice, and fairness, and what we value or prioritize. And in this space, we're finding wisdom in our 8, our ability to build and destroy, our sense of transformations. High highs make low lows. The goal is to be the homeostasis in the middle. Otherwise, prepare for the dramatics. 8 deals with Sebek. This is Ha. This is the celestial technician, the label. How we label and compartmentalize things in our space is definitely a big deal here. That's Ha. That's splendor. Mercury deals with our analytical skills, compartmentalizing, organizing, dealing with our routine, our rituals, our habits, and things of that nature on the 8th. 8 also deals with Scorpius energy, transformations, building and destroying. The transformation should be empowering, but they can be dramatic, so be mindful of that. So once we find our wisdom and our balance in the transformations and our ability to compartmentalize things, and brings us to 10, Malkuth. Our earthly experience, our physical experience is based upon how well we balance our 8s, right? Your rituals, your routines, your schedule, how you manage yourself, your ability to alchemize things in your space. Of course, that would affect your earthly experience, right? It also affects your ketters, your thoughts, your sense of awareness, right? Your knowledge on the 1. So we're going to master that 1. We're going to put that 1 into the month of 11. And that brings us to knowledge and wisdom, awareness, and balance and harmony with that awareness, right? Which brings us to a sense of understanding. 3 is Saturn energy. That's Bina. That's creation, emotion, expression. We love our 3s, right? We make things on the 3s. 3 also deals with Gemini energy of community, communication, being focused and flexible without being fickle. The cousins, the aunts and uncles, the grandparents, people you grew up with, went to school with, the duality of your intellect, right? So that's all on the 3s. We're gonna give birth to the 3 because we're still in the year of 9. Y'all, we don't got that much more of 9 left. We got like 32 more days, 33 more days of the month of the year of 9. That's fun. Hey Gregory, hey Pokemon Kid, how y'all doing? Hey Elijah, hi y'all, peace, peace. Um, so we're gonna give birth to that 3, and that's gonna bring us right back to knowledge of wisdom, right back into that Aries and Taurus energy, having that sense of action in that balance of our material and our emotional realm. Overall, today is a day of 3. Today is a day of expression, emotion, understanding, being in that Gemini energy. I live below Mount Everest and it's freezing. I can only imagine. I don't like the cold. The cold hurts. We're not friends. So I could only imagine what you're going through. Peace to you. Hopefully you got some heated blankets, heated furniture, heated floors, heat in the water, just heat just everywhere. Heat in your body. Minus 17 degrees. I'm moving. I don't know how you do it because I would be on the move. You hear me? I don't have no desire to be in that level of cold. Is the scenery at least nice? Is that what we're staying around for? We like the way it looks. Because it's other places to live. You don't gotta stay there. You can save yourself. Or you could be nomadic. Would you like to do Virgo Virgin Talk tomorrow? Hell the fuck yeah, I would. I love Virgo Virgin Talk. That's my favorite podcast. How could I say no? I love Virgo Virgin Talk. I should have updated the flyer. That's on me. Because we did have this conversation now that I'm talking about it. You like Morgan Wallen? Who's Morgan Wallen? We don't have heated anything. We use wood and coal. Well, that sounds like it smells good. I love the smell of burning wood. Stars are all over. Ooh. Yeah, because y'all don't have all the light pollution we have, right? I can imagine the stars being beautiful. You guys catching those meteor showers. We're going to talk about that a little bit right now. We start off the day in the at a 50% first quarter moon is today, y'all. So now we're in that halfway point between the waxing crescent, we have officially built up all the intangible things in our space, the mindset, the behaviors, the emotions, the intellect, all those things. And we are now going to move to the tangible things in our space with the waxing gibbous moon. Moon rising at 11:44 a.m. and setting at 11:27 p.m. We start the day off at a 5 degree in Pisces zodiac. So in our thought process with our moon, our emotions, our nurturing stuff, we are in our space of sensitivities, getting into our Akashic records, think beneath the surface, using our sixth sense. Hey Patrick, all that fun stuff. And the experiences of our nurturing safe spaces, home and family. The moon is at a 10 degree Aquarius. This is the 24th nakshatra, which goes from 6 degrees Aquarius to 20 degrees Aquarius. Remember, the moon moves 13 degrees a day. So by the end of the day, we'll be at 23 degrees Aquarius. So we'll make it to the 25th nakshatra. But let's just talk about 24 because we're here for the majority of the day. All right, it's ruled by Rahu, which is the north node of the moon, and its presiding deity is Vasu. All right, so the symbol is a 1,000-petaled flower, which indicates wholeness and the unity of opposites in a sense of completion. All right, Rahu's influence brings us an illusion, discovery, and material desires. All right. In this space, as far as healing and our emotions go, we want spiritual healing. We want healing from the things that we are sensitive about. We get deep into the mysticism with the moon being in Pisces constellation, and we love it here. And so we lead to feelings of emotional isolation because we know Pisces can go into that sense of solitude. It's like another hermit card along with Virgo energy, and a sense of being misunderstood, right? People who have their natal moon here may prefer solitude and may not easily share their emotions with others. This can sometimes result in a sense of emotional detachment or a distance from loved ones. So you might have been feeling that today, especially if you guys didn't really spend any time with anybody. You might have felt it even deeper today to be in that space of isolation. Be mindful of the illusions and the confusions that the Piscean energy can create upon your emotions and your feelings. Bring yourself back into the present, ground yourself, ask yourself questions like, is this really happening? Is this really real? Am I in my mind? Am I reacting off of a scenario? Blah, 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 blah. I'm cheering for you. I'm cheering for you too. Happy Friday. Good thing is we got good internet now. Oh, yay. What y'all got? Like Starlink over there? Don't care. That's okay, Josh. You ain't gotta care. I'll care for the both of us, boo. You don't even gotta care, cuz. Sunrise at 6:47 a.m., sunset at 4:48 p.m. We start the day at a 6 degree Sagittarius zodiac. So the sun moves 1 degree a day. So the sun be like, I ain't really changing too much, while the moon is like, I got 13 degrees. You know what I'm saying? So that's the dynamic there. So all day long we'll be in 6 degrees Sagittarius. We are still in that cardinal section of Sagittarius zodiac, so we're still initiating that energy of experiencing our sacral chakra, being in joy, being in pleasure, our long-term planning, our business goals, our sensual self, and all that stuff like that. The sun is still in Scorpius constellation, so the events around us are still undergoing transformations, things being built and destroyed, so be mindful of that. We're still in the space of transformations. Being in an 11 degree Scorpius energy puts us in the it puts us in the 17th lunar mansion, the Anuradha Nakshatra. So the sun is currently giving us, as far as positive experiences go, spirituality, being devoted, wise, fun-loving, well-educated, healthy, and vigorous. So we've been focusing on that. Some negative things could be being deceitful, rebellious, emotionally needy, jealous, and melancholic. So be mindful of that, especially in my comment section. All right. The west side of the moon, which is Crater Grimaldi, is tipped into view. We talked about the first quarter moon that actually was activated at 1 a.m. this morning. The activity of the Venetians begin. Their max activity will be on December 6th. And they come from the Phoenix constellation, rising up from the fires. We love it here. They kind of vary year to year about how many move. Shocker, gang related. You're so cute. You're adorable. The moon enters the ascending node today as well. So you'll see the moon going further and further up in the sky. The comet 45P Honda Miracles Paj is conjunct the sun today. So comets have all the celestial material from the beginning of the cosmos, giving us that ancient cosmic energy into our experiences. Expect, you actually being able to tap into your Akashic records, things beneath the horizon, hidden secrets, hidden dreams and agendas, things from past lives, deja vu from your dreams, alternate universes, parallel realities, all that fun stuff happening because the comet is going across our experiences and we love it here. The Orionoid meteor shower is peaking today too, and that's from Hey Scorpio, Hey Shaman, how you doing, beloved? Oh, Alpha Man, I'm sorry. Hey Dante. Yes, the Orionoid meteor showers peak today. They move about 3 an hour, and they come from Orion's belt. So our Orion is like the hunter. And, he has his dog and the other animals around him, and he has this funky belt with the nebula, is the sword, and it's fun there. And so just expect meteor shower coming from around that way. All right. As far as the decking, you guys know we're starting to bring the third decan of the month to a close, which has been our decan of expression while we're focused on our wisdom. What is this? November 28th. I'm about to get back into my calendar stuff too. I know I haven't been doing that the last few messages because I was just trying to slowly get back into the vibes. But we are in the energy of Osiris. We entered Osiris yesterday. I wanted to mention that, but I felt like I didn't, so I'm going to do it today. So we just entered our energy of Osiris. We're here from November 27th to December 18th, according to the ancient Kemetic calendar. All right. This is about being a strong leader, also energy of aggressiveness, being selfish, honest, God of the underworld and resurrection, strong, intelligent, vulnerable, and independent. So that's on the ancient Kemetic calendar, and we love it here. So now we're going to get into the Chaldean order, of the hours, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I'm trying to make these short and sweet so y'all can just hop in, get y'all message for today, and get on up out of here, cuz. Hi, how are you? I'm great. How are you, beloved? Where are you from? I'm from New Jersey. Where are you from? So we start today off. Today is Friday, so we start today off with Venus. Venus hours are 12 a.m., 7 a.m., 2 p.m., and 9 p.m. Venus is all about, what we find beauty and pleasure in. We get into relationships here, our bonds and contracts, what we value, what we prioritize. Thank you for the favor, Arrow. You're from Iran? Peace. Are you in Iran right now at this moment? What time is it over there? So, yeah, that's what Venus is about. Currently, we have Venus in and Scorpio, I believe. We have Venus at a 26-degree Scorpio zodiac because I believe this is tropical, right? We're in the tropical. Yeah. So Vedically speaking, we're at like a 2-degree Scorpio constellation. So being in the 2-degree Scorpio constellation, we're in the 16th lunar mansion with Venus being on our heart chakra, valuing our intellect or religion, a lot of religious holidays, spiritual holidays around this time of year. So that's on the forefront, what we value. Being a humanitarian, being in your truth and being courageous. Be mindful of being manipulative, deceitful, greedy, harmful, talkative, or too ambitious in the heart chakra around this time, with the heart being in that particular constellation. Mercury is 1 a.m., 8 a.m., 3 p.m., and 10 p.m. Mercury is all about community, communication, some light traveling, like tri-city area, tri-state area, being somewhat local. Your intellect, reading, speaking, listening, and learning, and we love it here. Mercury is not too far off from Venus. It's at a 20-degree Scorpio energy, but it's still like in that last, like the mutable energy of Libra. So it's currently in that so it's kind of like in the 16th lunar mansion too. So Venus and Mercury are still in that same lunar mansion of giving off that energy. So not only may you be feeling it, but you also may be communicating that energy too. So be mindful of that with that Mercurian energy. The moon's hours are 2 a.m., 9 a.m., 4 p.m., and 11 p.m. The moon is all about your internal self, your safe spaces, your nurturing self, home and family. Maternal relationships here are here, and we love our maternal relationships. We talked about the moon being in like the 24th lunar mansion of the Satabisha Nakshatra, and by the end of the day we'll be in the hold on a second, y'all. That's what I said earlier, right? Oh, we're at 10 degrees Aquarius. Yeah, Satabisha Nakshatra, and then throughout the day we'll be in the Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, making our way to the Pisces constellation. So we go from intelligent, independent, helpful, generous to well-educated, intuitive, talkative, and successful. Being mindful of being stubborn, cynical, gloomy, argumentative, impulsive, angry, poor planning, and all that fun stuff of that energy. And then we did Venus, Mercury, Moon, then Saturn. Saturn's hours are 3 a.m., 10 a.m., 5 p.m., and then 12 p.m. Saturn deals with the challenges in our space that give us the discipline and order that we need to keep moving forward. Saturn is over there in Pisces energy next to Neptune. It's at a 23, so it's at the mutable space, but it is in at least 25. It is in that mutable space. It is still in the cardinal part of the Pisces constellation at like a 1 degree in the Pisces constellation. So it is in that 25th lunar mansion, close to the moon and things. Well, not the moon. Oh, that's why I fucked up because I was looking for the moon in the zodiac instead of the constellation. My bad, y'all. uh, I was like, what am I doing? Hold on a second. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, Saladisha Nakshatra. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, so Saturn is over there doing a stuck dizzle and the cardinal constellation area of Pisces, but in the mutable part of the zodiac. So it's still creating those challenges in our belief system, our emotions, our sensitivities, our space of isolation, bringing things to a close as Pisces deals with endings, things beneath the horizon and hidden from our plain sight, all that fun stuff. So, you know, challenges come in there. Bring stuff to a close. Bring things to an end. Let things go. And we love it here. Jupiter's hours are 4 a.m., 11 a.m., and 6 p.m. Jupiter deals with long-term planning for business. Sacral chakra will brings us joy, and we know it's sitting over there in retrograde and Cancer in the 11th house, bringing expansion, abundance, and joy to our home and family, our safe spaces, and our nurturing selves, helping us move in a philanthropic realm in that way because it's happening in the 11th house. So we're using our home and family, our nurturing self, and our matriarchal lineage to be revolutionary. So that's pretty cool. Then we have Mars. Mars is 5 a.m., 12 p.m., and then 7 p.m. Mars hours are all about assertiveness, aggressiveness, vitality. The Mars is more like, how you utilize your energy. You might want to exercise around Mars, do some fasting or break fast. Just being very intentional with your gut health around Mars. And Mars is over there in Sagittarius energy. We're still in the Scorpio constellation. So transformations are still happening to the solar plexus chakra. Ogun and Oya are still together in the constellation realm. However, in the zodiac, Mars is in Sagittarius, bringing that impulsiveness to, indulging in the things that bring you joy. So be mindful of being like irresponsible, spendthrifty, indulging in things, that you desire versus what you need too much. You want to be careful with that, y'all. Be careful with that, y'all. And then last but certainly not least, we have the sun hours being 6 a.m., 1 p.m., and 8 p.m. Now, the sun deals with vitality, our experiences, how we exert ourselves, our sense of appearance, what we put out into the world, and what we expect from the world, right? And we talked about the sun being between Sagittarius zodiac and Sagittarius zodiac and Scorpio constellation. So while our mindset is on expansion and abundance and philanthropy, and our experiences with what's happening around us, we're still experiencing those transformations, empowering transformations, truths coming out, but transformations nonetheless. So we're enjoying all that energy on this day of three. Three is a great day for my 3, 6, and 9s because you guys love to create and manifest anyway. And so you guys moving in gratitude, just manifesting and creating things all over the place, and it's fun here. And then my 8 standing on business. Everybody can use a 3 in their life, for real, for real. Everybody can tap into a 3. My 1, 4s, and 7s and 8s, you guys stop with the stoic face and acting like stuff doesn't phase you and you ain't got no feelings and stuff. And get into your 3. Learn how to express yourself before you get a hernia or a tumor somewhere. Let it out. Tell somebody how you feel today. And then, no, I told y'all yesterday, it's all about how you say it. You want to be argumentative and stuff like that, you're going into the negative aspects of these nakshatras that we're in. So be mindful how you communicate things, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, communicate them. So let me give y'all readings so I can see y'all on now. I told y'all I'm trying to learn how to shorten these up more and more, but I also will be adding more information. I will be adding the calendar back into it because that's what I haven't been doing. I haven't been doing a calendar with you guys, but we got through the mathematics, we got through the astrological report, and got through the Chaldean clock, and now we're about to get through this reading. So we go through a lot of information in 20 minutes, y'all. Hey Sandra, how you doing, beloved? So the theme of today is Ru, protection. We got the strength card here, feeling protected. We have the sun and Pluto here, transformations in our experiences. Like I said, the sun is over there in Scorpius constellation, even though we're in Sagittarius zodiac. So this is why they say like, oh, November Sagittarians are different than December Sagittarians. Yeah, they're different because over here in the beginning of Sagittarius zodiac season, we're still in the Scorpio constellation, so there's still that mix between Sagittarian and Scorpio experiences. In addition, you got your rising sign, you got your moon, Mercury, Venus, and so on and so forth. And then by the time you get to December after the 17th, especially between the 17th and the 23rd of the month, then you're in Sagittarius on the tropical and on the Vedic chart, which is a big deal to have that alignment. You're stronger in that energy. Bringing that back, having transformational experiences, empowering transformational experiences, good for us. I believe I pulled this card yesterday too. I can't remember, but yeah, protection is the theme. What are we protecting ourselves from? It's a high priestess doing some weird shit, and it's a reverse strength card here too. So it's like you're not really protecting yourself. You're not really doing what you need to do about it. Kind of walking around like la la la. And so I want you guys to strengthen yourself in this space, especially against this high priestess card, because she moving like she got a mask on, pretending to be somebody she not. It's really some dark energy happening around her. She trying to do some weird shit to you, So arm yourself, protect your energy, especially in this space and time, because it's like a lot of rituals going on right now. Filling you guys guts up with certain foods and having y'all sit in front of the TV and watch certain things. A lot of vibrations going on right now, so be mindful of the harvesting. What parts of self to focus on? You want to focus on your heart chakra and the growth that's necessary in the heart chakra, especially on this day of 3, this day of expression and emotions. Definitely have some growth in your heart chakra. This is not a day to like, oh, I'm going to express and communicate and curse people out and tell people about themselves. Da, 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 da. No, it's about being in your truth and being in kindness and keeping your heart light as a feather and all that fun stuff. All right, life is supposed to be fun. You guys make it so heavy. Ugh, boring. Yawn. Jesus Christ, y'all not tired of the heavy shit yet? Anyway, what other parts of self to work on? We're going to work on our 5 of Wands. This is our celestial enforcer, our Jabora, enforcing our internal law in our spaces as well, so we can upright this card, okay? Upright our strength card with our solar plexus chakra, as well as with our growth. You know what I'm saying? We have Saturn and Leo here. We know Leo also rules over the heart chakra. And as far as the zodiacs go, Leo rules over that confidence, courageousness, your Tippereth, that balance between your upper and lower self. So we have Saturn and Leo, so challenges happening to your heart chakra, and how will you express those challenges? How will you face those challenges? I wouldn't run from them, and you don't gotta put the gloves on all the time. Sometimes you just have to face it and communicate with the challenges and come to terms with the challenges, and go through them. It's nothing wrong with going through the challenges. You know what I'm saying? That make it fun, make your testimony stronger, makes your will stronger, makes your confidence in yourself stronger. It helps upright this card right here, because now you know what you're capable of going through and still coming out on the other side. You know, it might always seem like a great idea to run away from shit and go call your cousins and curse people out and push people away, this, that, third. But sometimes it's even better to just go through it and say, hey, let's just get through this challenge. You know what I'm saying? Get to the other side and see what happens. Why not? It's an adventure. Your Jabor is the Sephiroth you guys want to pay attention to, which is your celestial enforcer. And your extra message for today is kept secret. Somebody keeping some secrets, somebody not saying anything. Pluto and Scorpio's energy also rules over that kind of energy with the secrets. People at the round table having conversations. Again, this is something that you would have to go through, though. I would suggest going through it. Well, don't run away from the secrets, especially if it's you that's harboring the secret. Just put it out there, see what happens. You know, get it off your chest. Take that throat chakra dookie. You deserve it. Give it to yourself. All right. So that's your reading for today. We love it here. I'm gonna let y'all go. I had a great time, short and sweet, to the point. And like I said, I'll be back with the first of all, I gotta get the tabs together on that Google Drive. It's like I have this routine of things that I do every day, like get up, meditate, work out, respond to messages, do these readings, do the book streaming, and then after that, I have all these other things that I'm supposed to be doing too. Right now, I'm on Thanksgiving break, so thank God I'm not doing any homeschooling. But by the end of all of that, it's just like I just be laying here staring at the walls, like I feel burnt, bro. But I want to get out of that staring at the walls, because it's like I still got more shit to do. So working on it, one thing at a time. We gonna get there. But I'll come back around shortly so we can do the book reading. We are reading the Moorish Empire today. We're starting that today in the Circle 7. So I'm going to exit out of this live. I do have a session with somebody, and then I will be back around, y'all. So peace, everybody. Thank you for tapping in. See you guys on YouTube. Y'all some real ones. And TikTok, I'll be right back. I'll leave you guys on Meet Me. Y'all won't be bothering nothing. Ain't no sense of me leaving there and coming back.